Iowa State Cyclones are with us. Marielle Shayok, Cameron Laird represent the student body. Steve Prohm is going to give a statement on the game, and then we'll have questions for all three gentlemen from Iowa State. Steve, please.
First off, congratulations to Chris and Ohio State. Terrific job tonight. I thought they, were able to keep the game at the pace that they wanted for a couple different reasons, but give them a lot of credit and good luck going forward. I'm really proud of our guys. Obviously, I don't think tonight was our best night, and Ohio State had a lot to do with that. But the finality of a season, when you invest so much with each other, sucks. It just does, and there's no perfect speech. Or we got three seniors that will lose. Mariel's up here right now, but Nick Weiler-Babb and then Zoran Talley, and it's hard to say goodbye, especially, like I said, when you share so many moments together. This team had a lot of great moments this season, and you'll be able to reflect on that in a couple weeks, to where between suspensions, injuries, midseason injuries, having a tough 3-week stretch where everybody wrote us off, and then went to Kansas City and had an unbelievable weekend. We just weren't good enough tonight. We still had opportunities down the stretch. We just couldn't get it done. But I hate it for these guys because the finale came a lot quicker than I was thinking. I really thought we had a chance to do something.
First question's right back there.
Steve, there was a point where y'all went almost 10 minutes without making a field goal in the first half. What did they do defensively that was so tough, so much of a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it was 17-13. We got down 9-2, then we got up 17-13, and I looked at one of the assistants and I said, man, we ain't scored in forever. I think a little bit was on them. I think a lot of it was on us too, from a standpoint of pace, shot selection, ball movement. I thought we kind of got back to being a little bit stagnant. We didn't move bodies like we needed to, and I thought we turned down some good looks to take tougher looks. And you go back and watch the tape, you'll probably see that. And, I mean, even Merrill one time, I think you heard him say one time coming down, I should have shot the first one. I thought we had a lot of those moments. But they really did a good job of gapping us, trying to keep us in front. I mean, you could hear them saying elbows, gap. We try to drive and kick a lot, and when it's really effective, it's tough to guard, especially when you're making shots. But, it wasn't a great offensive night. We competed defensive for the most part. The last couple minutes, though, rebounding really bothered us down the stretch.
Steve, you talked about hearing them. They were saying elbows, just as far as just a wide kind of.
Well, elbows, gaps. I forget what his terminology was, but what he's trying to do is just, man, keep everything in front. When we drive, and we call it drive the nail. When we're driving the nail, they want to keep everything in front. But that's why we really got to space, and you'll have to look at the tape to see how good the spacing was, to where we can drive and kick and attack, and and there was a couple, tough plays where, we turned it over one time on one of those actions, and they were able to convert 2 free throws. That was a big possession. But, you just hate it. You want to be if you get beat, you want to be at your best. And like I said, credit Ohio State from defensively being able to keep the pace the way they wanted. We just weren't able to. You got it 17-13, and that kind of sped it up a little bit. But then we went, like you said, through that one drought, and that killed us. But we still had opportunities. We got it to 1 in the second half, and I think maybe took the lead by 1. I don't know if that's right or not, but they came right back and scored.